Hey there. So, here to talk to you today about how voice will change the way that we work. Conversational AI, voice AI, virtual assistants, call it what you will. But natural voice interactions will be the ultimate paradigm for how humans interact with technology. The operational efficiencies, productivity gains, and cost savings that voice will bring to businesses across the globe will be undeniable. And much like previous paradigm shifting technologies, the corporations that are the early adopters will reap the benefits while the others scramble to play catch up. So, to be candid, to date, voice solutions have greatly disappointed, and conversational AI has been more of a novelty than an actual viable value added solution, especially when it comes to enterprise deployment. This is a very difficult problem to solve, and at Allen, we've done just that. I'll dive in a bit today and give some more color on how we created an enterprise grade voice solution. So let's get into how we tackled the problem and how we created the ultimate voice experience. So, number one, voice integration and functionality where your users already are. So, what do I mean by that? Voice solutions to date have existed within third party silos. So, in other words, a separate voice specific application. What Alan has done is taken a fundamentally different approach. So our voice solution overlays your current or existing UI with a voice experience. This allows your enterprise and users to optimize existing workflows with the right where your users already are. This allows for by far the most natural and intuitive experience. And why make life more difficult, right? So on to number two, contextual language understanding, or CLU for short. So I'm throwing some fancy verbiage at you, but let me explain. This Allen patented technology allows for accuracy rates previously unattainable within the voice space. So Allen utilizes the on-screen visual context and workflow within an app, website to optimize the voice experience, taking a proactive approach versus a reactionary approach to accurately predict the desired user intent. Without the visual context, the voice experience would really be like operating blind in a silo. Next up, synchronized visual and voice updates. So on a similar tangent, but Alan updates the on-screen visuals along with the voice responses, so doing them in tandem. And users want to see what they said was actually processed correctly, and Alan allows this visual confirmation. Next, multimodal experience. So traditionally, voice AI solutions have put your users in a box, right? They force them to either use solely voice or touch type. Alan actually allows your users to go back and forth and use whichever medium is best for them in that existing workflow. So use voice, then touch type, all within the same workflow, and go back and forth. Implementation time and ease of deployment. So this is a huge one. Voice solutions have required massive amounts of training data sets and really an experienced AI architect in order to implement, roll out a voice experience. And traditionally, this has taken anywhere from 8 to 24 months, and not out of the ordinary for it to take exponentially longer than that as well. So Alan provides you all the tools to roll out a voice experience in a matter of weeks. And people never believe us when we say that, but it truly is weeks without any background in AI. We've done all the heavy lifting for you. So this allows your company to see immediate results and impact without a massive spend or massive amounts of money and time. Because Alan overlays your existing UI, there's also no coding changes that are needed to your existing infrastructure. This has traditionally been a huge blocker, and people just don't consider a voice solution because of that. So next up, domain-specific model creation. So let me explain what I mean by this. Every business is different and uses different terminology. Even similar businesses within the same industry have their own nomenclature. Alan creates a machine learning model specific to your business and your workflows, specific entity names, abbreviations, acronyms, etc. This tailorization is what allows for an unparalleled accuracy and ultimate experience for your users. There's no one size fits all, And Alan was built from the ground up to create models that pertain specifically to your enterprise. Many times the words your employees or customers are using might not be in the actual English dictionary, right? A product name, for example, or a part being worked on, et cetera, et cetera. The beauty of Alan is that we understand those custom names as if they were in the dictionary. There's no more frustrating your users with, I didn't catch that. Can you say that again? We know we've all been through that experience with voice solutions out there. Next up, voice workflow customization. So choose when you want a voice response, a visual response, or an abbreviated response, whichever is most suitable for the use case and the workflow at hand. So to give a quick example, if an individual is filling out a form, you likely don't want voice to respond for the entire form fill, right? It'd be a little bit of a killer. Rather, you could customize the appropriate response, such as, could you quickly confirm that all the fields look good? If so, say confirm to submit, right? Much more simple workflow.
Next, security. Now, this is another big one and obviously paramount for every enterprise. I spoke earlier about the importance of having voice functionality right where your users already are within your app or website to optimize the overall voice experience. Alan also took this approach to optimize security and privacy for our enterprise customers. Think about it. If you're using a third-party app as a voice solution, you don't have control or access to that data. This presents a very serious conflict of interest, which raises questions on how is that data being used? With Alan, your company has access to your user data, while Alan is unable to see your enterprise or user voice interaction data. Your users, your company, your data, the way it should be.
Alan Analytics. So Alan Analytics, and you basically get all the voice interaction data. And this is huge, right? You as the company, you can see how your users are interacting via voice, whether they're optimizing for your current touch type workflow, seeing the functionalities your user base is using most frequently. If something's currently buried 3 clicks deep, maybe you want to optimize for an enhanced experience and have that on the primary landing page, right? See what the last thing that your user said before abandoning the app. This voice intel allows you to create, ultimate insights and see how your users are really going about in their current workflows that were previously unattainable with touch type. So all of these points that I've mentioned lead to the most important point at the end of the day, and that is accuracy, right? Because that's what it all comes down to. And that is where Alan really shines because of all the previously mentioned points. So really making us the de facto enterprise grade voice solution. And if it's not accurate, simply no one's going to use it, right? And we here at Alan achieve a 99.5% accuracy rate, or what I like to call mission critical enterprise grade accuracy. I hope you found this video informative and it gave some more color on the conversational AI landscape, as well as the previous limitations, and also how we here at Alan were able to tackle these issues from the ground up to create the optimal voice experience. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at sales@alan.app for more information, and also to schedule a chat and see how Alan can benefit your enterprise. Look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.